on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And that's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Dobbs to throw. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first and 10, Dobbs.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Dax Milne
from 17 yards out.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
A nice little juke.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Following the fumble recovery, Howell. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman. And boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around. And
I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
John Bates, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Howell.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
De'Ami Brown
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
the party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could